Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CIA podcast. It has been quite a long time since the last and first episode of the CIA podcast, but I am glad to announce we are back. We have sponsorships and we have a full season ahead, so we're going to push. We're going to go full steam ahead and push on. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're new, welcome in. This is the greatest community on earth. Here at the CIA podcast, we look at information. We have base takes. We don't take it too far right or far left, nor are we far wrong or we are far right. We are just right. So we are okay. We're just gonna start off the episode. So the first clip we got is Donald Trump had a speech at the World Economic Forum, and we're going to react to his speech. Oh, this is embarrassing, ladies and gentlemen. I accidentally showed my ego. Okay, here we go. We have it good. Okay, producer, if you fuck it up again, I'm going to fire you. Okay? Don't fuck it up. Switch it. There you go. My producer's a fucking retard. Okay, here we go. Yeah, just press play. Here we go. Donald Trump's speech. Ow! What's that noise? In 3 minutes.
Well,
okay,
thank you very much,
listen.
Larry. It's great to be back in beautiful Davos, Switzerland,
We're in Switzerland.
and to address so many respected business leaders,
Okay.
so many friends, few enemies. Certain places
Few
in Europe
enemies?
are not even recognizable, frankly, anymore. They're not recognizable. And
Just calling out immigration.
we can argue about it, but there's no argument. Friends come back from different places. I don't want to insult anybody and say I don't recognize it. And that's not in a positive way. That's in a very
I
negative
think,
way. And I love Europe, and I
I
want
think
to
he has
see
a
Europe
point here.
go good. But it's not heading in the right direction. This enormous unsecured
Okay, that's enough. Yeah, I'm not. Hey, don't show it. Don't show. Good. Switch it back. I'm about to fire my producer. My producer, we're finally back for the first time, and you're fucking everything up, dude. Don't say a word back there. Don't say anything. Don't talk into any mic. Make sure the mic can't hear you. Okay. Okay. By the way, no one's there. There's no producer chat. This is all live. This is schizophrenic lie. I'm sorry. Okay. That speech was honestly pretty boring. But I like it. He went to the economic forum and he called out all the illegal immigrants in Europe for being invaded. We're gonna say A+ for Trump on this one. Okay, we're gonna say A+. Here we go. Now something happened over the terms of a while. You know, we're reacting to a lot of older information. Here. Oh. Okay. You just play the video in the middle when I'm fucking talking. Are you kidding me? Don't play the video when I'm fucking talking, you idiot. Okay, so, yeah, we're pretty late on schedule. Let me look at my paper again here. So we're reviewing a lot of old topics. A lot of this is from like January 21st and shit. So we're a little behind on date for some things. But here we go.
Aquí lo esperan, Miraflores. No se tarde en llegar, cobarde.
And now, if you don't know, now you know.
Sicker than your average. Papa twist cabbage off instinct. Niggas don't think shit. Stink pink gators. My Detroit players.
So the White House posts this clip. You can take it off the screen, Gabriel. The White House posts this clip. Here, put it back on. Look how many likes it has. 8.1 million likes. Or wait, no, that says 4. Okay, yeah, I'm stupid. Okay. Fuck around and find out is the title. Oh my gosh. And it's a clip of Nicolas Maduro getting called out. Yeah, man, Nicolas Maduro went out sad. I don't even know what else to say. But yeah, Nicolas Maduro just went out sad. RIP to the innocent people killed in the Venezuela attack. It is kind of badass what happened, but at the end of the day, innocent people died, so you can't really cheer for that much. But it is cool. We use alien technology and shit, and we just capture the president. And Venezuela is the most oil in the world, most oil reserves. So that's pretty cool. But a lot of people are gonna call me like an imperialist, white businessman, and they're gonna hate me. But shit, I mean, like, China does shit like that all the time, and yeah, I don't know. Like, China tries to take over Taiwan, Russia's trying to take over Ukraine. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. Okay, next topic. Let's move on. Please don't click off the video. We're trying to get better at this. This is my first podcast back. We're 5 minutes in. Let's go. Let's change the topic. Okay, so there's a new candidate in Florida. I don't know if anyone has heard of this guy. His name is James Fishback. So this show here, we're pretty much just promoting people because I'm paid by the CIA to do this. Florida GOP, so he's for the Republican Party candidate. His name is James Fishback. Went on the PDD, the Patrick Bet David podcast, and he proposed a 50% sin tax on OnlyFans. So if you're creating OnlyFans in Florida, they're going to take 50% of your money and pay it to teachers, nurses, and motherhood treatment centers. It looks like is happening. And he called out Sophie Rain, who makes $80 million or something ridiculous about, and he wants to have her pay 50% of her money earned from OnlyFans. Honestly, I don't mind the idea. Like, I think OnlyFans is sick. I think it's a way to destroy society. It's kind of unfair because, like, we live in capitalism and she earned her money, but she did earn her money in like a pretty gross manner. I feel like porn and all that should be banned, so I don't mind this
I had
idea.
a couple guys yesterday that were here were not happy about one of your ideas, and it was
Play the clip.
got
You
pretty
played it a
heated.
little
I told him,
early,
"Listen,
by
guys,
the
at
way,
least
Gabriel.
let him give his ideas here. Don't get too upset about it." The moment you came up with this idea
Okay.
that folks in OnlyFans in the state of Florida have
In
to
the
pay
state of
50%
Florida.
taxes, a lot of Adam's friends were not happy. They were upset. They were furious that you're going to charge these guys 50%. Maybe for the audience that doesn't know this idea about OnlyFans, if you don't mind sharing it with them.
Okay, let's hear it.
Well,
So this is the
young
guy.
women in
This
the
is the
state
guy right here. He
used to
looks kind of like a
aspire to be
weirdo, but
business owners,
give him a
doctors,
chance.
nurses,
Give him a
teachers, and
chance.
Even devoted mothers. And now you have a disgusting, disgraceful platform called OnlyFans that encourages them to sell nude images and videos of their body on the internet to complete strangers. I want to be very clear, that is sinful. And so we are going to institute a 50% OnlyFans sin tax here in Florida. We are going to make very clear that if you struggle, if you need help, we're going to support you. But if you
So I understand a lot of people are gonna be like, okay, fuck this guy, like fuck that. I bet a lot of girls are gonna be pissed. I honestly don't mind that much. I think it's honestly not the worst idea. I think it can create more families, more good women and men in the world. And yeah, I don't think men should be wasting a bunch of their money on that type of stuff. The thing is it's not the girl's fault because there's a bunch of horny men that pay for it, but it also is the girl's fault for doing it, but it's everyone's fault. And yeah, it's not good. It's not a good look. It's not good on paper. It's not a good look. We'll take it. I don't mind the idea. Even if that guy will probably never win, I like that he's just putting that into the ethos, honestly. Because these girls are making way too much money. It's kind of stupid. Here, the next thing. So Donald Trump confirms a massive Greenland deal for America will be in effect indefinitely. In this video, I guess it hears him talking on a mic. He says it gets everything we wanted, real national security. And yeah, I don't even know what this is, but pull up the video. Here, let's listen to it.
The USA gets everything we wanted, including especially real national security and international security.
How so? Can you give us some details, please?
Well, the deal is going to be put out pretty soon. I mean, we'll see. It's right now a little bit in progress, but pretty far along. It gets us everything we needed to get.
Will the U.S. still get Greenland? Will the U.S. still get Greenland, sir?
Say that convinced you.
Say it?
What did Mark Rutte said?
Who?
Well, he's a great leader. I think he's fantastic. The Secretary General was representing the other side, which is really us too, because, we're a very important member of NATO. I've done a lot for NATO. And it's really nice. I mean, it's a deal that everybody's very happy with.
Okay, so it sounds like at one point in the future we're gonna get Greenland. I like it. I think it's great for national security. I think it could make Greenland a better place, honestly, if it was full America control. But I could see America just getting like the national security parts, and then Greenland, a lot of like the majority of Greenland remains the Denmarkian people, and like, yeah, shit like that. I think it's kind of cool. But now we're gonna change the topic into something pretty interesting. So we're talking about the EU a little bit here. Trump did the speech at the World Economic Forum. Everyone there's like the EU, the UN, all that shit, right? All the European countries. So the European countries, they're kind of like evil. There's a British monarchy, and the British Empire is a great empire, but I think it's kind of had its time, and they turned a little bit devilish. There's a lot of white devils, and you know, I really like white people, but I don't like the white devil people. And there's a lot of these liberal white devil people in Europe. And yeah, I think they went a little crazy. I don't know what happened to them. So I'm proposing an idea. I know a lot of people have proposed this as well. And I'm not an agent of Russia, but I am proposing the U.S. leaves NATO, and joins Russia. The U.S. and Russia make their own alliance. Now, you can get a few countries from NATO, like Austria, Hungary, Italy, maybe a few other Eastern European countries. It's going to be hard to get France and like the UK on that deal. But if you have a lot of EU countries, then you got the US and Russia. Then you could get China on this alliance. Then you have these three power nations all in a type of alliance. And then the EU could join it. And I think that's the strategy to do here. I think it's kind of like the EU dragged the US into all this bullshit, and then the EU is like going to war with Russia, but the EU is like funding the war because they're still like paying for gas and resources from Russia, so they're literally paying Russia money to keep going in this war in Ukraine. And I don't even know what's happening, but I just want to show you guys this video. I think this is cool. So this is about some type of tunnel between Russia and Alaska. Here we go.
Hello, my dear friend. I've been sailing for a whole month to get here. I'm very tired. We need to do something about it.
Okay, it's a little weird because it's AI, but just bear with it.
As we know, time is also distance, only measured by speed.
So this is
that
a
means
Russian
it can
scientist.
be reduced by changing the medium of movement itself.
You mean, instead of overtaking the ship, we should eliminate the ocean?
Look, Thomas, it's only 100 kilometers here. The sea separates us.
Shall we go under the sea? An interesting idea, Dmitry Ivanovich, but not realistic.
There was a time the light bulb seemed to be a magic thing.
Okay, this is actually really creepy, the AI version, but just
150
this part
years
is better. This part's better.
The dreams of engineers have become blueprints.
Okay, I like where this is going now.
Blueprints have become roads.
Woo.
And roads have become bridges between people.
I think we just saw an Indian, a Muslim, a Latina, an Asian, and a white. A European. Now this is the part that's insane. So they're trying to make some type of tunnel like this.
Sometimes a dream is not a fantasy.
If the US and Russia did some shit like this, dude.
It just takes time for it to become reality.
Okay, I don't like the mixed race hug here. But it's the hashtag Putin Trump tunnel. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about this completely. I think if we can get on good terms with Russia, it would be cool. It would be cool. But this is my problem with the EU. We have a video from Nick Shirley. I don't know if you guys know, but this is an independent journalist. People claim he's a far-right MAGA YouTuber, but he's kind of just like a journalist guy, but he is like more right leaning.
This is not the France you would imagine. No. This is almost like a third world city, third world country. Paris, France, what was once a great beacon of light for European nations with beautiful architecture and art, has now become nearly an unrecognizable city as the European Union has allowed over 87 million migrants into Europe, and a large percentage has entered into France. Look at what happened. All the cameras are running already. Just got off the subway. Here they come. 1, 2, 3. Look at what? Just got off the subway. First impression of France. Scammers fleeing into the subway. What happened here at this train station?
Yeah, during the last year, African migrant with a knife killed a man just here in the train station.
So these guys, do you guys have guns here
No, no guns.
So black people are just killing people in trains everywhere,
Knife.
huh?
So you guys have a knife problem?
Yes,
So-
knife problem.
So these immigrants are also knifing people?
Yes.
To death?
Yes, it's a big problem in France. Cigarette seller. Yes, cigarettes. Yes.
Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I'm so sick of immigration. I used to when I was born, guys. I didn't even care about immigration. I didn't even know it was a thing. I didn't even understand it. And then now I'm just seeing all these European places, and I'm just like, oh my gosh! Let alone everyone is against illegal immigration except for white liberal people apparently. But in Asia, you can't. There's no illegal immigration. In Mexico, there's no illegal immigration. In Canada, there's no illegal immigration. And in every country in the world, there's no illegal immigration. And then recently, every single white liberal woke country just allowed illegals to come in, and then they're allowing a ton of immigration on top of that. And yeah, I think it should all stop. Let's see what Italy has to say about it.
The mainstream propaganda machine predicted that a conservative government would have isolated Italy, deleting it from the map of the world, driving away investors, and suppressing fundamental freedoms. They were wrong. Their storytelling was fake. The reality is that Italy is thriving. Employment is at a record high. Our economy is growing. Our fiscal policy is back on track. And the flow of illegal migration has decreased by 60% in the last year. And most importantly, we're expanding freedom in every aspect of Italians' lives.
She shouldn't have mixed up there, and then she did the weird smile, kind of fucked up at the end there. But it was a great speech right before that happened, and it sounded amazing. But see, everyone claps dude, illegal immigration, it's just stupid. It's just stupid, and I don't even want to get into it that much, 'cause someone will want to kill me. But let's just I just don't understand. I don't understand how illegal immigration is not how that's bad for me to say. If I was probably if I was a brown person, or if I was gay or trans or something, it would be better if I said it. But yeah, who I look like, the way I am, if I say it, it's apparently wrong. But I think that's kind of the old days. I think in 2026, no one gives a fuck anymore, and everyone's just sick of the bullshit. And this is what the president of Hungary has to say about it.
Európai hatalmi rend korábbi egyensúlya megbomlott.
Wait, what?
Tehát korábban ezt az egész kócerájt, amit Európai Unió
Earlier, this whole
tanács vezette.
the gathering of the leaders of the member states. We made the strategic decision. We defined the deadlines, and the commission carried out its task in subordinate role. Okay, I'm not. We'll go a little more. It's employed. I paid for it, however. Okay, yeah. Turn this off. Turn this shit off. Turn this shit off. Pretty much, that's this guy's name is Victor. He's the thing of He's the Prime Minister of Hungary. He says the EU must be radically reorganized or at risk falling apart. He's just talking shit on the EU. Everyone's sick of the EU, and I'm happy to see it. We need some changes. Now we're going to change the topic. We're off of the EU, and we're going to talk a little bit about ICE. So ICE actually has to do everything with immigration. So we're kind of just going right back into it, but we're gonna keep this short and sweet, and we're not gonna get too much into this. I just wanna say this. A lot of people are complaining about the person that got shot. The two people that got shot. What I'll say is no one should get killed, but I do believe both of those situations were easily preventable. I think no one should be interfering with law enforcement in the first place, but I do think the law enforcement could have totally handled that better and not killed someone. It really sucks that someone died, but if you don't want to die, don't mess with the cops. Simply just like leave it alone, and if you want to do something about it, peacefully protest, upload videos on YouTube, just do something else. Don't go out in the street and mess with someone with a gun. It's never going to end good. So just don't do that. And especially don't carry a gun and get involved in this shit. It's just you're asking for it at that point, and I think we got to stay safe. And we got to spread more love. You know, if you see something bad going on, I understand at one point you just want to fight it, but it's never the right answer, and it's probably just going to lead to everything getting worse. And by the way, the people that shot the last guy, one of them's name was Jesus, and the other one's name was Raimondono. So they were two Hispanics, by the way. So I know a lot of people want to say it was like a white person that killed him or something, but it was actually two Hispanics. Now we're going to listen to this and see what this guy has to say about it.
I don't want to talk about that, but I'm going to. Okay, I'm getting a lot of comments like
By the way, look at the fish this guy caught. Straight beauty.
And for the people who say they are the love, they preach the love, but I'm getting a lot of bad comments. Okay, guys, let me tell you guys something. Okay, I got pulled over twice by ICE. Okay, and if I react like this, why you pull me over? Just because I'm brown? Just because I have this terrible accent? That's why you pulling me over? I can guarantee you, man, things will turn around pretty bad for myself. Okay, but every time they pull me over, hey sir, can I have identification? Yes sir, it's right here. I give the identification card to them. They look at, oh sir, have a nice day. Both times end just like that.
It's
okay?
simple.
Let me tell you something. If you are an immigrant like me, okay, and you care for this land, you care for America, okay, you should support ICE, okay. You want a clean up on this land, okay, because we know there's a lot of bad people who need to go out, okay. Good guys will pay with the bad, yes. Unfortunately, yes. I agree with the immigration laws, probably not. Okay, I think we should be different. Like if you don't have any background criminal, I think you should have a way for you to stay.
So he wants some safer policies or like some easier restrictions. But at the end of the day,
okay, but I'm not the one who make the laws. I'm the one who comply with the laws. Okay, that's the big difference. Like if you are really loving this country, like I do it, okay, like I make this country my home, you should comply with the law, not against the law.
So pretty much, you know, it's hard for me to like say things. So I think that guy right there put it perfectly, and I think we just end the topic with that, and let's not get into it any further. And, you know, it's just ended like that. It's just ended like that. So now the last clip of the day, Jeffrey Epstein apparently might be the devil. Let's watch this, folks. The files have released. Everything is crazy. People said Trump will never release the files. Trump releases the files, and it turns out it looks like Trump is clear of no wrongdoing, and it looks like Clinton is fucked. It looks like Steve Bannon is fucked. It looks like Prince Andrews is fucked. It looks like a lot of these, like Lex Palmer or some shit. A lot of these random ass names. But yeah, it looks like a lot of people are fucked. A lot of people are stepping down. So let's see what Jeffrey Epstein says here. You know, I've never heard him talk before, so this will be fascinating.
Would say, I don't care, I want the money for my children.
I would say everyone said, I want the money for my children.
Did they know where the money came from?
I think if you told them,
if
I told them the devil,
100%.
The devil
himself
said, I'm going to exchange some dollars for your child's life.
Do you think you're the devil himself?
No, but I do have a good mirror.
Huh?
It's a serious question.
Do you know how disturbing that is? That's a pretty offsetting answer.
Do you think you're the devil himself?
I don't know. Why would you say that?
Because you have all the attributes. You're incredibly smart. You remember the devil is
Was
somebody
the devil
knows
smart?
The devil's brilliant. You read Milton's Paradise Lost.
No, the devil scares me.
Satan
The devil
is
scares him, and he
is
smirks after.
He is at the.
And look, he's doing the fucking hand signal. He's doing this shit. Why is everyone always doing this shit, man? What type of Freemason Luciferian shit is this, man?
Number 1 or 2 archangel. And the reason he goes to hell and leads the rebellion is because he can't be the top guy. And his thing is, I'd rather reign in hell than serve in heaven.
I saw that in a movie once called American Dharma. I don't remember who said it. Okay? We have to go.
Okay, good. Okay. That was good.
I mean, Steve Bannon, the guy's interviewing him, says that is good. Dude, the thing what's disturbing is I thought Steve Bannon was like a decent guy. And now, like, Steve Bannon's been hanging out with Epstein a lot. And apparently Howard Lutnick's been hanging out with Epstein. Something's going on. I think a lot of people might get exposed. I'm happy these files hopefully are dropping. It looks like we're getting the most information we've ever gotten before, so that's cool. We're going to make another episode very shortly. I'm going to be back on top of all the topics. And we got a new program here, folks. We're trying to do at least a 30-minute to 1-hour podcast every single day, probably 45-minute podcast every single day. And if not every day, twice a week, 3 times a week, we're going to just try to get it in because now we got a sponsorship and we are going hard. This what is it, winter, spring? This, like, early spring, we're going to go hard, folks. So make sure to tune in, subscribe. This episode kind of sucked. We're gonna try to get better here. There's a lot of news here. I'm kind of sorry I uploaded this, honestly. Maybe I should just talk for like 10 minutes and just try to have some fun, because I feel like this episode kind of sucked, right? Let's do, you know what, Gabriel, put on a beat. Put on a beat. I want to do, wait, hold on. What did you say? There's a volcano erupting in the Philippines? God bless them. God bless them.
Are you okay?
Pam Bondi is live. Folks, we got something live right here.
Only after members of Congress
What's
demanded
this?
that we see the unredacted files did the world learn the name of this individual, Sultan Ahmed bin Sulayman,
Whoa.
chairman and CEO of a company that had financial ties to President Trump's business and personal ties to Trump's advisor, Steve Bannon. Second,
So it's all about
the
Trump.
survivors were not similarly protected, also in violation of the law. Here is another email titled Epstein Victim List. We have blurred the names of the survivors for their protection, but your department...
We'll get some more news on that eventually. I don't know if I want to watch this live, because it looks like they're just going to be like blaming Trump for everything. But I do think Steve Bannon has something involved with all this, and I'm very confused as to what Steve Bannon and Trump's relationship is. Is Trump using him? Is he a card, or is he Trump's guy, and is Trump getting exposed? Okay, well, let's get a freestyle going on. Here we go. You got it? Oh, shit. Folks, here we go. Put it on the screen, yeah. Yo. What up? Jeffrey. Oh. Okay. Epstein, I like your island. I wanna go on my jet ski island. Jeffrey, where's the cream soda? I got some load up in my trunk. We going hunk. I call the Muslims and they funk. I got the fuck. I got the dog in my lap. Sitting on back, go sitting on back like cool. Muslim do that do. I love Taliban. The CCP can suck my tan line. Russia, where you at? Hire me to the KGB. Hire me to the KGB. We got the Putin Trump tunnel in my feet. And I'm feeding off of that oil. Venezuela oil. Maduro. More like, huh? Okay, that's enough. Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. Well, I think that's enough. What, we're at the 30-minute mark? Okay, yeah, I think that's enough, folks. Sorry, that was a bad way. That was a really bad podcast and freestyle. Hopefully we're gonna be, you know what, put on like a, Gabriel, put on a like a musical, like instrumental or something like that. Put on something that's like I can sing to. I think the rap was a little like, the rap was like a little like dog shit, you know. I need like a song. You can't find a song? Just put on a song. Any like a prayer song? Not prayer song, like, dude, I don't know. Just put on something. Okay. I like this. I woke up in Malaysia. Why my girl Asia? Why'd you leave to Asia? I woke up in Malaysia. I'm in the new bankroll. Let's have a kid and make him have a Trump account. Make him have a Trump account. Put 1,000 in Palantir. Let's put all of our money in Palantir, my dear Palantir. Let's get a Ring camera in our bathroom and send the footage to Epstein and Israel. And don't forget Qatar. I'm flying to Qatar while I'm playing my guitar. Epstein's still alive. The Twin Towers are still standing tall in my mind. And I plead the fifth. If the FBI has questions, I plead the fifth to my Johnston, to Johnson. I plead the fifth. Okay. Well, folks, stay safe. Whoa. Did you just fuck something up? Okay. Stay safe. We're out of here. Good night, folks. And we'll see you tomorrow.